Hey everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play Underrail! In the last episode, we had started playing Underrail again. We made our character Decker, based around the Invisible Ink character of the same name. We got our first task, we talked to various people in Southgate Station, we walked down into the lower caves, we retrieved a old watch and we turned it to Jonas, who had lost it. We turned on the power for all these substations, and we flipped the switches for the vast majority of them. We then returned back to Southgate Station to sell some of the stuff that we found, and let Tanner know that we had completed his first task. Only then off screen, I realized I didn't actually flip this switch. So we're back out here to flip it. Because it turns out, if you talk to Tanner, and you haven't flipped all the switches, you have to tell Tanner that you didn't flip all the switches. The quest is then completed and you don't get all the money. Yeah. So we're back here. Now we flipped the switch. That's the only one I missed. Let's go back and let Tanner know that we flipped all the switches. It's pretty embarrassing. Also, as long as we're walking back, I'll think of something to talk about with you guys. Thank you all very much for being so kind with the comments and the likes in the last video. It is super exciting for me as a YouTuber to start a series and see it being well received by you guys. I'm not a very popular YouTuber, and I think that you've heard me mention how I don't really want to be. But it is still very encouraging, and it's always very heartwarming when I see that a video that I uploaded has been well received by you guys. It makes me realize that I'm doing something right. That something might just be playing the right game at the right time. But I like to think that I'm somewhat entertaining. Maybe I'm not. I certainly haven't been with past Let's Plays. But I think I'm entertaining enough for this one, and I want to say thank you all again for being so nice with by visiting, saying hello, leaving a comment saying, yes, Tim, I'm so glad to see this video series being uploaded again to your channel. That makes me feel really great. Thank you. It occurred to me when I was recording this yesterday how most of you who are here, new subscribers, probably arrived when I don't know how to pronounce his name, and I don't watch his videos, so I couldn't tell you what his name is. I think it's Seth Zeech. I think it's his name, or Zeech Seth. I think it's Seth Zeech. He did the review on this, and my YouTuber count, my subscriber count, went from 800 subscribers, which slowly I had managed to gain the favor of over the course of about 9 years, to 1,200. I gained 1/3 of the number in a single day. That was amazing. Wow. Thank you very much. In any case, yeah, I'm super excited to play the game again. And we'll talk about a few things about this character and the game mode we've chosen and so on as we play through it. So the good news is that there'll be quite a bit more for me to talk to you about when it comes to Underrail and gameplay this time around than last time. Especially because Oddity, right? The only thing about Oddity I ever talked about in my earlier series was how much I disliked it compared to Classic. And I think I'm being a little unfair to Oddity mode. We'll talk more about that after we're done talking with Hadrian. Hadrian nods. Decker? I've reactivated the power generator and all the stations I could find. Now a heads up, by the way, again, if you didn't activate all the stations, there is no I'll see you later. You get caught in a conversation tree that you can't leave. You have to tell him that you only updated some of the stations. So then you say that, and then you just have to reload the game, go out there and reactivate the one or two that you forgot, assuming that you indeed forgot them. All right. I've reactivated the power station, Hadrian, the generator, and all the stations I could find. Good work, Decker. We can now start the restoration process. Here are your credits. Excellent. So what's next on the agenda? There are a few more jobs waiting for you, actually. Brett needs someone to do a hopper roundup. He'll instruct you on what exactly you need to do and how to do it. Go speak to him on the anatomy level. After you've completed this task, come and see me again. Understood. Alright, and note that we completed this quest, and we gained 1 quest experience point. Not every quest will give you an oddity experience point or more for completing it. Some quests give you 2. Some give you, I think the highest one is 6 for completing. I think that's the Beast quest. I think gives you 6 oddity experience if you complete it the proper way. And very few don't give you any. Like the quest we did for Old Jonas, that old watch gives you no experience points. Oddity experience points, that is. I think it might give you like 100 normal experience points, but don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I've turned that quest in. Alright, let's go with it. I'm gonna read Knuckle and Pens. I'll have a little secret to talk to you guys about oddity mode, and well, it's not really cheating. It is for oddity experience points, but it requires a lot of time investment to pull off the... It's not cheating, it's cheesing. There's a bit of a difference there. And I've done it in the past, but we're not doing it with Decker. I'm being a bit mysterious. We'll talk about that a little bit later. You come up to a rangy man with long hair who is cutting open the head of a large, monstrous creature, formerly an untamable beast. It is now but a stiff volunteer to post-mortem dissection, to science. And soon enough, the man makes the final incision, after which he pushes his hand through to extract a single long, sharp spine. Greenish, sticky fluid dribbles out of the opening, and all over the floor as the man wipes the spine clean before laying it aside, and that is the moment in which he notices you. Careful, you don't want to get in contact with its toxin. He returns to cutting through the creature as he talks to you. My name is Quentin. Don't bother introducing yourself. I know who you are. You're Decker. You just got admitted to the station. I'd shake your hand, but you can see why that wouldn't be such a good idea. What kind of creature is that? It's a burrower. It's one nasty creature that digs around, laying eggs all over the place. They are more numerous deeper underground, but you can still find a few roaming the lower Underrail and the surrounding caves. If you meet one, be careful. It will spit thick, hard spines at you that are coated with poison. What are you doing exactly? I'm collecting its poison glands. We can use those to produce other chemicals or to coat crossbow bolts. What kind? What's in that room over there? We're growing mushrooms of different kinds there. Of course, most notably the mind shrooms. They are one of the most potent and certainly one of the safest psionic catalysts. The largely popular psi boosters are made from mind shrooms, in case you didn't know. Do you have anything to trade? He stops working, sets the knife aside, and carefully removes his gloves. Of course. Alright, this is your return. This is where you sell all the creature bits and all the leathers. Now, I guess I should say this really quick. So, a few of you might pick up this game after watching me play it, or having watched like Seath do a review, or other people do a review, or a few other YouTubers play it, and I just want to give you a little bit of advice when it comes to selling stuff and merchants. I feel like this is kind of like a tutorial section of the game. Many of you who are watching this is like the third or second of these playthroughs of mine you're watching, so you understand this already, but maybe some of you don't. It's very important to remember how the merchants work in this game. They only buy a certain amount of stuff from you. As such, you generally want to make sure that you are getting the most bang for your buck. Carrying around like 20 hearts to sell them to a merchant who only will buy 3 of them and given that hearts, like these 2 hearts are worth $6, and they weigh 5 pounds for 2 hearts. 2 adrenaline glands are worth $18, and they only weigh 2 pounds. You will discover as you play the game that there is a much more, you want to be efficient with what you pick up and carry back with you. So keep that in mind when you're doing merchant runs, and when you're looking through the loot on a corpse's body. You could make the argument that especially on dominating mode, everything gets taken back, even if it weighs a ton, because every single dollar is super important on dominating mode. And in case you don't know, on dominating and on hard, you get less money for all the things you turn in. This is another reason why I like playing on normal, because it requires a little less worry in that regard. In any case, everything that we looted from the rat hounds, or at least that I brought back with me, is worth 74 bucks. But I'm going to try to purchase a morphine shot instead, maybe? How much money do I have? Do I need it? You know what? We'll take the cash to start. 74 bucks. Okay. Really quick, by the way. No, let's not do that. All right, I'm babbling. Okay, yes. So morphine shot. Nope, not morphine shot. Cash acquired. Can we go in here? Lockpicking 55. We do not have that yet. And as for these people, by the way, that's right. We should try picking their pockets. At the time of this recording, my video, the Underrail original video, just got uploaded to my channel like 2 hours ago, and already like 55 people have stopped by and like, holy crap, Tim's playing this game again, amazing. And so I haven't got time to go through all the comments yet. Yes, take your 10 bucks. I'm curious to see if you guys care about the pickpocketing and if I say anything or not about it. So I guess that guy we were checking his pockets to see if he had any illegal herbs on him, and he did have something green in his pockets. It wasn't herbs though. Free flares. We might as well take everything in here. This is, well, most of the stuff in here. I guess we'll take all of it. This is all the stuff from the Cave Hopper Roundup, but we're just going to vendor most of this stuff because we don't care about it. I had some fun tips to show you guys about the Cave Hopper Roundups. So, something I've been doing over the past... well, hold on, let's talk with Big Brett first. You must be Decker. They call me Big Brett. So you've passed all the tests, I see. Couldn't have been easy. Those were just getting harder and harder in recent years. I think they were the right, though. Let's be Decker. It was a breeze. He smirks, unimpressed. Either you're joking or you're the next Tanner. I see Tanner is well respected here. Respected? The man's a living legend. He took care of the station in the worst of its days and turned things around. He fought off our enemies, wrestled back control of our power plant, reintroduced a lot of old world technology that allows us to run a station this big, and he ensured a very favorable trading agreement with the Union. Impressive. Indeed. So what can I do you for? Let me see what you have to trade. So he's buying mushrooms. We'll trade him the mind shrooms. They're not worth much to him. They're worth a little bit something. Go ahead and do that. Big Brett. Oh, that was the wrong thing to do. I've been tasked with helping you with the Hopper Roundup. Ah, very good. So, say, have you ever captured a Hopper? Yeah, I have. Just point me to the gear. Fellow hunter, I see. It's in the storage room. That's the room with the 2 double-doored entrances just across the hallway. You'll find everything you need there. Your hunting ground is a Mushroom Cove. Head south of the Crossroad Watch until you reach a waterfall. Go past the waterfall and take the western tunnel and a cave after it. Now, you'll come across a big cavern with a lake. That's the cove. I'll need 3 healthy specimens. Good luck. Oh, and by the way, I've also sent a young man called Newton to catch some hoppers. It's been a while, so see if you can find him and learn what's taking him so long. Who's Newton? Well, he's just like you, a newcomer who needs to learn the basics of what it takes for this station to operate. I sent him to catch hoppers. He should have been back by now, though. I hope he hasn't gotten himself into some sort of trouble. So, please, look for him while you're there. What is the Mushroom Cove? It's a place where a couple of streams and rivers join up to form a cove. From there, the water flows further down as the Salatrius River, which is joined by other streams and rivers and becomes more and more treacherous as it journeys on. Presumably, it leads straight down into deep caverns and ends in a magnificent waterfall, but I'm not sure I believe that. I have a feeling it's going to be a long day. Okay. Oh, can we pick his pocket? We should try. I mean, we should try. Hey, Big Brett. Don't keep what you're saying to yourself. Alright, let's turn this off. Alright, so we can pick his pockets, but I want the cash, not whatever it was that other thing was. I think it was mind shrooms. So I'm gonna leave the heart here. We're not gonna need it. He wasn't interested in that, so I'm just gonna leave them here too. Everything else, I'm going to keep on me. Let's stop back down by the armory and see what of this stuff we can sell. Oh, actually, let's go in this place first. What have we got? Oh, hydroponics. Hello, hydroponics. Not allowed to take the cave. Cave? I was going to call them cave poppies. Nope. Lake poppies. Oh, I thought there were 2 people in here. No, Logan. Logan, stay there. Stay there. Oh, there's Martha. I didn't see her. Free lake poppy. Look at him pocketing him for himself. Good thing we made sure he doesn't get to do that. And she has nothing. Good. She's just looking at the water barrels, wishing that she had taken a lake poppy just like Logan had done. And Big Brett, we're back. Surprise! We're here to trade you the lake poppy we just found. And 10 credits! Hey, don't knock it. Don't knock it. The money is super important this early in the game. Okay, so let's head on down to the armory. We'll vendor more of this stuff. We'll see if there's anything new that he's selling that we might be interested in. And then we're off to the Mushroom Cove. Hello, Lucas. We are back. And you are not buying anything else from me. Okay, I probably need more bullets. So let's take some more of them. 17 more. And then I'm going to use this shelf as a place where... Oh, hello. Gorski's gone. We're going to leave a handful of things here so I don't have to carry them with me. So we'll leave the crossbow. We don't need it. I don't need these. Actually, yeah, well, let's do those books. Let's take some of these with us. I don't need the 9mm rounds. Everything else I'm going to take. We are selling stuff, so we should probably continue to do that. Let's go and visit the medical and sell some of the stuff that I don't need there too. Something that I will be doing in this Let's Play, I don't feel too bad about doing it, is later on when I have like 100 different types of guns and insulated vests to sell, I will use the cheat engine to activate the merchant refresh a little faster. Let's talk about selling really quick. So, I actually really enjoy the limitations on the game. I like how the merchants work. It feels very realistic. Like, they don't want all this stuff. They don't have the money to purchase all these things, and they don't need to buy 100 guns from you right away. I do like that. That does feel, again, pretty realistic. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't mind having some morphine. Let's do this. And sometimes, when I play through the game, I will never use the cheat engine in order to refresh the merchants. Okay, so what am I talking about? Maybe you guys don't know. So, merchants are only looking to purchase a certain amount of things from you until their inventory recycles. Let's stop by this guy and show you really quick, just in case you guys have forgotten. So he's buying like 4 boot components, that's like souls, 2 tactical vests, 3 grenades. So if we had 3 grenades and we sold them to him, it would take away from his money that he's got here, and he would no longer want any grenades. After, I think it's an hour and a half, might be 45 minutes, but I'm pretty sure it's an hour and a half. After an hour and a half of real life time has passed, he will, he will refresh his inventory. He'll ask for maybe different things, or different numbers of the things he's interested in, and his money will be refreshed. His ammunition will be refreshed. He'll regenerate random amounts of loot, and anything, with the exception of anything super important or unique that you sold him, will always be still present in his inventory. So, like, if you sell him a purple gun, that's, purple items are unique, like, there's only, like, one of them in the game, generally. You can always buy it back from him. You'll have to spend a lot more money than you did when you sold it to him, but he'll have it there in case you want it back again. You can use the cheat engine to make it so that whenever you click on a merchant, they immediately refresh their inventory. They will repurchase a certain type of... Wait, what am I doing? Okay, we want the cantina. they will go ahead and ask for a different total amount of things again. So, like, if you just sold 3 grenades, then you say goodbye, then you click them on again, and if the merchant refresh is enabled, he'll be looking to buy grenades again, maybe, assuming that he wanted grenades the next time around. And maybe he'll buy 4 of them from you this time instead of just 3. And so you can do that over and over and over again to sell all the things you've been picking up to them for all the cash that you can get from the merchant as much as you want. I don't really view it as cheating. Oh, he's not buying any special bolts at the moment. Okay, whatever. I don't view it as cheating, although technically it is. But nothing would stop you from just letting the game run, minimizing it. You go and play a different game, and then you come back to it after an hour and a half has passed, and then you sell the stuff. I have done that. I have done that for days. I did that for like two real-life days of time. I just let the game run. I would play a different game. Every hour and a half, I would go check on the game, sell some stuff. Like I would leave the area, come back to the. I think you have to do that. I think you have to leave the screen, wait an hour and a half, and then go back onto the screen again. The merchant will refresh his inventory, and then you sell him the stuff again. And I would do that. Like I go to sleep, I wake up the next morning, or like I wake up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, go and sell some stuff, go back to bed, and so on. And you can do it that way. But I don't view there as being any difference between doing that and using the cheat engine to say, I don't want to wait an hour and a half of real life time, let's just do this. The real difficult part is acquiring the loot, not so much selling it. So I will probably use the cheat engine at a certain point, and I'll let you guys know when I'm doing it, and you will get to see me use it in this game as well. It's the only thing I use the cheat engine for also. I don't use the cheat engine to walk faster, but you totally can do that. There's a bunch of cheat engine cheats you can use to give yourself extra stats or certain stuff like that as well, but I don't really want to cheat with the cheat engine. I just want things sped up a little bit, and even then it's only the money that I'm interested in, sometimes acquiring a little faster. This is especially true if I want to like purchase a bunch of stuff for my house. I'll just vendor like 20 guns to the same merchants in Core City when we get there much later on. Alright, going somewhere? Open the gate, please. I'm off to the caves. There is, I suppose, however, there is something about using the merchant refresh that maybe could be considered a little bit cheating. So I tend to view it, I tend to use the cheat engine for the merchant refresh just for the cash. However, using the merchant refresh to refresh the merchants, I don't know why I said it that way, also lets you cycle their inventory over and over and over again. So you can do that to try to fish for better types of crafting equipment. I don't like using the cheat engine for that. Although, once again, there's no real difference between doing something else and then coming back to the game after an hour and a half and checking it again. But you could, for example, let's say you're looking for a boot spring, and sometimes I think like Oscar or Lucas here, or Harold in the Southgate station later on will sell decent quality boot springs. They might. It's a rare thing for them to sell, but they might sell it. You could click on the merchant like 80 times and try to keep cycling them until they give you a good boot spring so you can use it for crafting. So by not using the cheat engine, you are actually making it a little more difficult for yourself, because you are committing to saying, I'm just not getting what I'm looking for. I'm just going to have to make these boots that I really want to make out of some lesser equipment instead. So you're forced to do certain areas with less than optimal equipment, and that can be fun, because it forces you to, it makes it a little tougher. I myself haven't made up my mind if I'll use a cheat engine in that way at all yet. Alright, what am I doing here? So let's have a, let's have a Burrower burger. Okay, that does increase my health a little bit. Alright, and let's head on down. So what else can we talk about while we're walking around here? So let's talk about Oddie mode for a little bit. So, in my previous videos, my series, there has been more than one occasion when I've rambled on about Oddie mode for like an hour. At the very least, an hour of time I've spent ranting and raving about Oddie mode and how much I dislike it compared to Classic. So I want to be absolutely fair when it comes to Oddie mode versus Classic. Oddie mode is a very fine, perfectly valid, and can be a very fun way to play through Underrail. There is nothing wrong with Oddie mode. It's just that I've been forced to grind with Oddie mode for some significant amount of time. Bladelings in particular, and the cave hoppers, which we're going to be killing now for their Oddie item. I also like that, I feel that it's, the builds that you can get away with are there's a much greater variety in them if you're not playing Oddity, because I don't feel compelled to take hacking, lockpicking, and pickpocketing, or I don't feel compelled to take a character with high perception so I can find secret rooms so that I can have a chance to get oddities if there are any in there. And these are all important things for you to take. If you're not playing Oddie mode, I don't need to take hacking. I don't need to take lockpicking if I don't want a character to, like, if I'm willing to say, I don't need this Oddie item, like, right away for the experience points. Like, I want to play a character, and thematically, he's not going to be a hacker. Like, when I played Garrett, he has no clue how electronics work. Or at least the electronics when it would take it to hack through a computer system. But he was good at lockpicking and pickpocketing. And Gabriel Angelos, he doesn't know how to pick a pocket. He knows how to slam his sledgehammer into someone's head. So I like that for characters. I like making them thematic. And so I think Classic mode greatly supports thematic characters much more than Oddie mode does. This is also true because you get experience points faster in Classic mode. Maybe that's not a correct statement. It comes a little easier because you don't reach a limit on the amount of Classic experience points that becomes available to you. Ah, darn it, just not enough action points. Take your intestines, or your insectoid salivariums. But Oddie mode is fun. I have greatly enjoyed playing Oddie mode when I'm in the mood to play a character who it makes sense to benefit from it. And I think that makes a lot of sense for Decker to do it this way, right? In the Invisible Ink series, your characters gain levels when you purchase new equipment for them. But they only got money by completing the tasks at hand and by picking things pockets or rummaging through the remains of a droid or robot if you killed them, right? Or by getting into locked containers. And I think that fits the Oddity mode very well. So it's another reason why I think when I made Decker, I wanted to play Oddie mode because I think it's in... It's in theme with the character coming from Invisible Ink. Later on as you play the game, you will begin to notice that I avoid certain areas and go to other areas instead in order to get more Oddie items so I can gain experience points and be slightly higher before tackling certain encounters. Halt! Who goes there? Decker, the new guy. He nods and takes his finger off the trigger. Yeah, I recognize you now. What are you doing out here? I've been instructed to round up some hoppers from the Mushroom Cove. Am I heading the right way? Yes, you are. It's just beyond this passage. Be careful, though. There are side beetles in the cove area. What do you know about that scavenger from Mushroom Cove? Not much, to tell you the truth. Gerald, guard, found him dying in the cove. It all happened before my shift. Where can I find this Gerald? He's probably sleeping. Yeah, long shift. But I think Malcolm was on duty at the time. He nods. Better ask him for more info on your way back. Did you happen to see a young man go into Mushroom Cove? Newton's the name. Yeah, he went through recently. I'd say about 2 hours ago or so. He said he was going to catch some cave hoppers. Hasn't returned yet, though. You mentioned side beetles? Yeah, side beetles. Nasty buggers. Especially if they're in a group, because that's when they start slinging powerful psionics at you. You know, if you haven't already, talk to old Jonas at the crossroads. He knows a lot about the creatures lurking in these caves and can give you some important tips. Who knows? This might save your life. In any case, stick to the eastern bank and you should be safe. Nasty buggers. By the way, I somehow got the impression that Mushroom Cove was much closer to Southgate Station. You know, lots of people have been telling me that recently. Newcomers like you. No idea why, though. It's not like the cove has moved or anything like that. He shrugged his shoulders. Strange. This is a bit of fourth wall breaking. I didn't play Underrail when this was the case, but Mushroom Cove was, I believe, closer to Southgate Station with the way that the cave system's maps had been intertwined with each other originally. Then the cave system got a redo. Recently that happened as well when the waterways, when the DLC came out. They added all the water areas you could explore with a jet ski. Alright, thank you, I'm off now. Take care. Oh, my knife needs to be repaired. Right. Cave hopper. Okay, so let's stay here for a little bit. Where is my... Yeah, repair. Oh, exactly 150. Perfect. Okay, everyone. So cave hoppers. So we need to collect 3 of them. Oh, that sucks for you, cave hopper. You were within range of my movement, and I started combat. Let me show you a really easy way to capture cave hoppers that I don't think I've seen anyone do. But maybe someone has. I've been wrong before. So, if you're in combat with a cave hopper, you can use a cave hopper dog. You can use a dog crate to capture them. Let's move out to one. Click on the cave hopper cape. And done. See? Piece of cake. I've seen people try capturing cave hoppers by throwing nets, trying to sneak... Sneak up to them. What's this? This is new! A man suddenly rushes towards you. He's already pointing his crossbow in your direction, weapon loaded, a finger on the trigger. Next to him, his pet, doesn't seem to react at all to what his owner is doing. It's driving me insane! He stops the ground. I ran out of hunting stuff. Give me yours right now. Okay, hold on. What's the meaning of this? I'm getting sick of hunting those little buggers with my bare hands. I'm out of my stuff, and my dog's doing little help out. Ah! He's frustrated and still pointing his weapon towards you. Still, Shugi is my new dog, and it's only a matter of time before he wakes up and tears apart those hoppers. And all those who don't obey me. Okay, what do you need? Anything that'll help me catch those hoppers. Give me dog crates, nets, hell, even better, bolts for my weapon. I captured 2 of them, but still need as much. He readjusts his aim. His arms are slightly shaking. After that, he glances over his pet. Easier that, or we're taking you down. I can see that your dog is quite old. What do you mean by that? I've bought it from a guy over at Junkyard. He told me that this one is one of the best. And it was at a huge discount, too. He quickly glanced back and forth between you and his pet. Whoever sold you this scammed you. I know my way with pets, and the reason why your dog is not helping you much is because of that. He's old. What? He stops for a moment and lowers his weapon. After that, he glances over his companion. Impossible! I was fooled. Damn it! What do I do now? With his idle hand, he grabs his head. It might be a matter of days before this dog passes away. Well, he's still with us. Take him back to the pet store and ask for a refund. It's the best you can do. We'll never be scammed. He kicks a nearby rock into the lake. I had so many plans to do with that... with Shugi, but... I don't see any other way. He shakes his head. Fine. I will take him back. At least I can salvage something. He turns away from you. I'm sorry for all this. Goodbye. After that, he runs over to his pet, picks him up. Bad, Shugi. Bad. The dog makes some squealing noises. Oh, wow. Holy crap. A new encounter. That's amazing. Yeah, so capturing cave hounds is pretty darn easy. Aha! You just have to be quick on the start combat button. Let's walk over here and get another one. Look at that. That was 2. That was 2 in less than, well, we actually had to talk with the guy, but realistically, less than a minute. Another easy way to get them is to just set a trap. So, you don't need any points and traps to set one of these traps, and the cave hoppers don't care about them. They'll run right into them. And so, oh, if I hadn't been standing there, we could have captured that one by setting combat. But let's move down a little bit more, and we'll just watch the trap. A cave hopper will eventually run into it, and then we can run over here and just capture him. And that's it. All done. See? Piece of cake. I've had a lot of fun watching people on YouTube like throw nets at the cave hoppers and chase them around trying to capture them. And if you just timed your combat correct, especially if you're right near one of their holes that they come out of, the moment you see one pop up, immediately hit enter. And if you're standing kind of close to it, you'll be able to catch them. No problem. Hey, Modre. The middle-aged man, tall and wide-shouldered, stands by the coast, smoking a cigar and observing the calm water. As you come near, he turns around. He eyes you for a moment, maintaining an indifferent expression, and then speaks to you in a low, raspy voice. Don't stop around. You're scaring the fish away. You're that guy that was running Tanner's test, right? Decker, was it? Guess you got admitted. Yeah, and who are you? The indifferent expression persists. I tell you that, but then I have to kill you. Just call me Modre. In that case, Modre will do. Good. How's the fishing going? Could be better. I was hoping to catch some deep eels, but I forgot to bring meat, and the eels don't care for worms much. Use those only if you want to drown them. Tell me about the deep eels. There are many kinds of deep eels. Most are delicious and very easy to cook and eat. The blue eel is everyone's favorite, including me. The further you go down this Elytrius, however, the more dangerous eels you find. It's the very nature of this world, of course. The deeper you go, the more dangerous it becomes. That's a nice cigar you have there. Thanks. Where'd you get them? Must have cost a lot. I have ways, and the cost... it's not as much as you'd think. He draws a smoke, and his expression improves. I enjoy smoking here. No one to complain. No one to ask for a cigar. I suppose so. He draws another smoke. So, what kind of meat do you need? Any meat will do, but raw red meat works best. I could hunt down a hopper, but I can't leave the rods unattended. I got some meat right here. Good. Want to trade for it? Yeah, what can you offer? How about a health hypo? Sounds fair, I'll take it. Good. Now catch some eels. I'll leave you to it. Good luck. Cave hopper. We no longer need you. Alright, so cave hopper is acquired. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to Newton. Oh! We need to kill cave hoppers, because they have an oddity item. They have an oddity item. Okay. We'll leave a trap here. And then begins the Great Cave Hopper Slaughter of 2021. Alright. We gotta kill him! It actually gets a little tricky here, because cave hoppers are quite agile. Got one! He doesn't run away. What do you have? Meat! Alright, that's one that didn't have anything. Over here, see if we can get them when they come out of the holes. Ah! Nope, too far away. Okay, too far away. Ooh, hello! I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry! I missed! It took 2 hits! Oh, that's the worst! That's the worst! Oh, the poor cave hopper. It's there in the trap, and I run out there with a knife, and I swing at it. The cave hopper's trying to get out, and I miss. And I hit the ground next to it, and sparks fly as the knife hits the ground. The cave hopper frantically tries to get out, and I hit it with the knife. And this poor thing doesn't die immediately. It just sits there in pain. Oh, I feel so bad for it. Oh, you're all together. You're all together. Please die quickly. No! I'm sorry, no, we can't actually catch them. They're actually faster than us. So, we just have to... Oh, I can't even end combat. The red one's a hostile. It's pointless for me to try. I'm just going to end our turn. So what you're seeing right here, this is the reason why I don't tend to play Oddie mode. Darn it! Oh, can I catch this one? You're all trying to run. Sneak up on you. Is there another one of you there? Aha! More cave hopper meat. I'm gonna get ya. I'm still in combat, so I can't just immediately end combat to enter combat and then kill them. A heart and more meat. So it's taken me up to 45 minutes to get the Oddie item to drop from cave hoppers. I guess while we're here, I'll talk about other things I've had to farm using Oddie mode. So the side beetles. We'll talk about Oddie mode for a bit since we're doing this. So the side beetles have a item that they drop, and you can study it up to 3 times. I have killed every single side beetle in the entire game and not gotten all 3 of them to drop. That sucks. You are just barely alive. Ah, that one, however. That one is around the corner. I don't actually want to end. I don't want to zone. Can I hold down Alt? Tab? Oh, okay. I don't want to... if I move here, there we go. Dead! We'll come back for that. The other one's on the island. We're coming for you! Gotcha! Give me your meats. Ooh, cave hopper leather. It's not worth very much at all, but it's worth something. And it's worth more than hearts are worth, I think. More meat. We just got another 40 minutes of this. So, burrowers as well, they drop an item worth 2 points. And you can only collect 2 of them, but I've killed most of them in the game and not gotten it. I'm too far away. We're not going to be able to catch that one. What else is there that I farmed? Bladelings are another creature. Oh, obviously spoilers. If you're watching this, obviously spoilers. I should have said that first because I'm going to name all the creatures I've been killing. There's a few creatures that actually drop them pretty frequently, actually. Do I want to shoot? It should be with my 5mm. These things don't need a, Wait, I was able to switch guns without it costing me any action points? That's kind of weird. Darn it! Got away. Aha! Oh, mistakes! Mistakes were made, cave hopper. More meat. We're looking. Where's all my meats? Where's the meats? 11 meats. 11 meats. So, alright, what else have we killed that drops them? So, most of the time, most audios that we get, I think, won't be ones that we find on creatures. They will be ones that are in very specific places. Yes! Did we get it? No! Crawlers. Crawlers and death stalkers tend to drop their items very frequently. And I guess this is, as long as we're talking about Oddie mode, I'll be fair as well in my criticism. fighting a crawler on oddity mode, a Deathstalker, is a very painful experience if you don't need their poison glands, because you get nothing for killing them. They're worth an incredible amount of experience points in Classic, like 600 or 700 experience points if you're like a low level who barely manages to kill one. That's super rewarding. Not so for oddity mode. Darn it. Come on, you want that mushroom. You want it. You want it. Ah! You shouldn't have wanted it. Because now you're dead! I'm gonna take your remains, which still don't have the item I want. Darn it! Alright, oh, I see you, Cave Hopper. Vengeance! Vengeance? What's this vengeance? This isn't vengeance! This is that opposite of vengeance. This is causing vengeance thoughts in the Cave Hoppers. Darn it, I can't enter combat fast enough. And they ate all those mushrooms. That's okay, the mushrooms will go back very quickly. Let's go this way. Ah! I'm getting you. Nope. I blocked your home, but I can't stop you from getting to the other hole. That's not something I should say out loud. Alright, let's go. I'm an adult. Let's kill this one. From a distance. From a distance. That one song stuck in my head. Still no oddity item. It's okay, well, we got another 36 minutes. Let's come down here and kill this. No, no. Alright. Ah. God, it takes 2 knife hits every freaking time. Evaded the net. Now it knows we're after it. Surprise, Cave Hopper! It's like, no, please, please, I'm sorry. If your brothers had just dropped the, if they had just dropped the part I need, we wouldn't have to kill you. But no one's dropping it. Aha, 2 of them. No, no. Aha! Okay, so we can run up here. We can kill that hopper. Kill that hopper. We're actually hitting a lot. Still nothing. All right, we've killed at least 23 hoppers. Ah, you didn't want that mushroom. You wanted to be greeted by a knife in the face. Now we move up, get a little more range, and then bam in the face. Still nothing. No! No, come back! I have a gift for you. It's a bullet. It's a bullet with your name on it. Cave Hopper. No! That one had someone else's name on it. Oh, we missed. We missed. Cave Hopper is now running around screaming in pain. There is no hiding from the bullet. Actually, there is. It looks like you're doing a pretty good job at it, actually. Gotcha. Oh, darn it! You bumped into us, actually. There it is, everyone! There's our oddity item. Cave Dragon Tail. This cave hopper had a bit of dragon DNA, it seems. Study this item to gain 2 points of experience. You can study this type of item up to 1 times. Alright, that wasn't so bad in the end. It just took us about, I think, like 15 minutes. More or less. I have killed like 80-something hoppers over the span of 45 minutes before I was actually able to get the Cave Dragon Tail once. And it was at that point. This was like my second time playing through an oddity mode. And the first time had taken me about 10 minutes. I was like, oh man, I don't know if I like this mode a whole lot anymore. But aside from a few creatures which don't rarely drop their oddity items, it's not that bad. I'm probably making it seem worse than it is, but I don't know. I think the drop rates could be improved a little bit. I actually think that it would be better if the creatures always drop their oddie items always at all times. I think it'd be more realistic, and I think it would cut down on the farming / grinding, which really hurts oddie mode. Charge! Netted! I don't know why I knitted it. That's actually a very bad idea, because it's actually, I can't... Oh, we can hurt it with a knife. Oh, critical! Slightly away. Oh, you do less damage, though, with that than you do with your bite. Oh, you're a young Azdarai. I forgot you were added in the game a little bit later. Okay. I'm going to take these just to clear them up off the ground. Oh, there's some barrels up ahead. We'll sort our inventory when we reach them. Oh, that was our first side beetle, everyone. That was our first side beetle. Side beetles are dangerous. They are like the... If you've played Planescape Torment, they are very similar to the... What are they called? Cranium rats. The more of them there are present, the more dangerous they become. Only these things actually work properly, unlike the cranium rats. In Planescape Torment, the cranium rats actually didn't get more powerful when there were more rats around, and only a few of them would actually cast spells. And even then, those spells were like hard-coded to them. Here, it's actually quite dangerous. If we fight like 4 or 5 of these things, the powerful spells they can sling some incredibly powerful spells at us. We're gonna take one shot, and then we're gonna run away. And then we're gonna charge! And heroically miss once. So, Azdarais, or the side beetles, they have good armor on them, so you want to hit them when their brains are open. Four bleeding wounds. How much damage are you taking? You won't die from those, so we do have to run up and finish you off. Oof. Okay, well, we're going to take 2 more hits. We should survive. Unless they both crit. Woo! That was really close. Oof. Alright, we don't have to kill you any more cave hoppers. You can run around. There's some rubble here. We find a trilobite fossil. Nothing in the junk pile. A supercharged lithium cell, and a periscope part. It's an old rusty periscope part, a proof that submarines indeed once sailed, and perhaps still sail, the waters of Underrail. 2 points. Okay, so while we're here, we're going to do some inventory management. So we don't need these nets. I want the bullets. I don't want any of the meat. I don't... Let's look at these. 27, 17. The 27 might be worth something. The cave hopper leather is not worth anything. I might want the best one to make armor myself, but otherwise I don't want the rest. We don't want cave hearts. The insectoid slivum isn't worth very much either. Okay, that will do. Never mind, room. Barrel. Junk pile, nothing in them. Okay, so there's some blood here. These side beetles have bug paste in them, not blood. The cave hoppers might have blood, but not this much. Blood's probably fresh. Maybe whoever it's from is inside here. Some more blood. So this is like a blood trail. He probably went that way. Bunch of garbage all the way over here. Lots of tires as well. We haven't seen any vehicles driving around down here. A knife handle and a serrated knife mold. We'll take those back with us. Ooh, warehouse inventory list. Partially readable, but probably very outdated inventory list. 2 points of oddity experience points, which is enough to level us up. Alright, we'll do so, and then we should require 10 for the next level, I think. We get a stat point! Alright, so I need to pull up my... whatchamacallit here? My build. I was playing around with different builds, so I have to delete this build, and then I have to load, import from file. I don't know why I'm saying this out loud so you guys understand what I'm doing at the same time. I want Decker. And then we load level 4. Alright, where'd this point go? Perception. Okay, no problem. That will help me with both shooting things with my pistol and help us find secrets. And technically traps or stealth enemies as well, because I believe this improves our detection. Everything gets 5 more points in it. And this will be the last time, for I think some significant amount of time, that electronics gets 5 more points. We haven't even used electronics yet. When we get back to Southgate Station, we will see if we can afford the blueprint for a taser, assuming that Ezra sells it, and try to make ourselves a low-level taser, because that will go a long way to help in keeping us alive. And as for our feats, I'm taking aim shot this time around. You perform an aimed shot with any single target ranged weapon for a guaranteed critical hit. So, in other words, well, actually, would be a single target ranged weapon? That's most ranged weapons in the game, right? Are there any weapons that aren't single target ranged weapons? Assault rifles count, sniper rifles count, pistols count, submachine guns count, crossbows count, chemical pistols, I think, can aim shot. Yeah, I think they all can. I think every single gun and crossbow in the game can crit. So it can use aim shot. All right, let's take it. Done. All right. So next, let's quick save. So we don't have, this way, if we die in here, we don't have to worry about reloading. And let's go ahead and see what's waiting for us in here. The blood makes me a little nervous. Hello, young Azdarai. I'm gonna move up. Hello, get your attention, and then we move back. Perfect. We were close. Barrel. We will be making our own bullets. That's something I've actually never done before. While I've played pistol characters, I haven't never made bullets on my pistol characters. Blade was the last pistol character I was playing in this game. So I'm very curious to see how useful they are. There's different types, like you can take, I think, toxin rounds, there's fire-based bullets, electrical bullets. The type of special bullets are limited to their type of caliber. So I don't remember, like, I don't even know what type of gun we're going to use as our late game gun. Probably a 9mm. Yeah, probably a 9mm. I think that has a nice balance of damage compared to AP cost. And I can't remember what type of bullets a 9mm gets to use as its special bullet types. I hear another Psy Beetle around here somewhere. I hear ya. There you are. Is there another one of you? There is. Oh, crap! Both of them are aware of me now. Ooh, do you see that right there? Psionic synergy? That means that they are close enough to each other that they will help each other when it comes to slinging their psionics around. Let's run down here. Okay, you are within shooting range, and I have a decent chance to hit you. Your shell is open. Now, if they're together, they can use cryokinesis, which is so deadly against us this early on in the game. So I am more concerned about taking hits than dealing hits to these guys. We're gonna... Okay, we take at least one hit here. Okay, wasn't a cryokinesis, thankfully. Ooh, good 2 criticals. Charge! Half its hit points and I put bleeding in its brain! Not so much of a big-brained Azrai now, are you? With some bits of it you sliced off. Okay, this one's 34. We'll take that over our 27. Actually, we have the weight capacity. We should bring both of those back. Let's reload our pistol. Okay, and let's... Oh, I'm hurt. We're not regenerating, so we will go ahead and bandage ourselves. If you don't have doctor, you cannot bandage yourself if your wounds are less than 40%. In other words, if you have 40% of your life, 39% of your life remaining, or less, you cannot use bandages unless you have the doctor feat. A terrified man leaps out of the dark corner and begins slashing the air in front of him. His shirt and pants are stained with blood, and you see a piece of cloth tied around his thigh, below which a large wound grins at you. An instant passes, and the man retracts his knife and stares at you. A sigh of relief precedes his words. Ah, you're not a cybug. Thank goodness. I almost had a heart attack. Are you Newton? Big Brett sent me to look out for you. You've been out of Southgate Station for a while now. Yes, I'm Newton. Don't even mention Big Brett to me. He sent me to catch those stupid hoppers. I guess I went too far to the west and ran to cybugs. He never told me about them. Why didn't you run away? I did. I started running around. Hey, the bugs surrounded me. I ended up in this place. I cut my leg somewhere along the way. I stopped the stupid bleeding, but I can barely walk. Why the hell are we still talking? Can you get rid of all those damn bugs so I can safely get out of here? I can't run, and I most certainly can't fight. They're all dead. Let's get you out of here. Great. I just want to get the hell out of here as soon as possible. He rushes past you, dragging his injured leg behind him. Wait for him to limp away. Let's get our flare from the box. And now we'll search what else is over here. And we have a special room in here, everyone. Or rather, a secret room? Optional room? Some time ago, by one of the recent patches, added a bunch of various random encounters that or random quests or like areas you can explore in it. The dead person who is on the operating table in Southgate Station is one such quest. They may not be present when you play the game, or the reason why they are dead might be different. And when you go and explore the reasons why they're dead, assuming they did show up for your quest, you might find a different layout of the structure that you are supposed to explore. We got perhaps at least what I consider the toughest one, because we're going to have to deal with pit bulls, which are absolutely nightmarish to deal with at this low level. Looking forward to that difficulty when we get to it. A gas mask. Hey, we'll take one of those early on in the game. What else do we have here? Old diver's helmet. Old and rusty diver's helmet. Doesn't look fit for purpose anymore. 2 oddity experience points, though. Very nice. And a locked locker. We have 20 lockpicks. Let's see what secrets await us in this. A 7.62 millimeter hammerer, laser sighted. That is amazing. We are totally taking that. We don't have any bullets for it, though. And it's a hammerer. Hammerers generally... oh, no, I'm sorry. Hammerer just indicates a type of, like, damage or what have you that it does. It's a decent damaging weapon. It's only This is actually a good weapon. And it takes the type of ammunition that we already have. So let's take out the bullets for our 7.62 Hawker. What's the difference, you're asking? That's a good question. Let's take a look at this together. So it's a bit difficult to tell because this one is higher level than this one is. This one is durability 510 max. This one is 360 max. This one's range is damage. Let's see, crit rate is 10%. Crit rate is 10%. Critical damage bonus is 125%. This one is 100. So this one does more damage when it crits. Is it the magazine size? Max magazine size of the Hawker is 16. This one is also 16. Base point, action point is 20 for both. They both have a range of 10. Impact speed, medium on both of them. I actually don't see what the difference is, other than the 10% precision. And that's because of the laser sight that was added to this as an optional attachment. Let's... Oh, I'm still carrying around these extra dog crates I don't need. Alright, well, I like that new pistol better than our current one, so let's go ahead and give it a repair. And we'll use it. You don't get to see the laser sight, but it is attached to it. It makes it worth more money if we desire to sell it, and it increases the chance to hit with it by 10%. So if we had like a... Well, I don't want to say the wrong thing. So we are... it's basically, it's better than our other pistol in every way I can think of. Let me look over here. What's the damage? 13 through 18. I don't see a difference between the Hawker and the Hammerer. I really wonder why... Like, does it matter? 40% of target's evasion at close range. 40%. I don't see it. Alright, let's go ahead and explore this area. Oh, my food ran out. We should totally eat more food. Let's have... I saw that. That was a side beetle. We'll have the Rat Hound barbecue. I'd like to get as close to... Actually, that might be a mole cricket. Nope, young Azdurai. Okay, where there's one Azdurai, there's usually multiples of them. Darn it. Alright, this is as close as we get to it. I'm a little nervous running up to it, because we might aggro additional ones of them. I think we'll throw a flare. And I think we will shoot it from this distance. Ooh, good critical. 30 damage. Let's move away. It can probably still reach me. The sound of the gunfire may be drawing other ones as well. Oh, it can't quite reach me. There totally is at least one more on the way, and I see it. Tim, pistol equipped. We have gunslinger. Oh, I accidentally moved up. Okay. We're just gonna move back. It will move up against us. And more importantly, it will open up its brain case. Which means it's more vulnerable to our bullets. Another young one. It's totally seen us. Let's shoot it. Take the mind shrooms. We load our pistol. Oh! Oh! I didn't even notice these two. Let's throw another flare. We're gonna put it right around here. And we're gonna move away. They should move up into the flare range, chasing us. There's 3 of them. Okay. Wow, that was super kind of you, game, allowing me to hit 67% chances to hit in a row. I actually don't know what young Azdarai can do together with psionic synergy, and I would rather not find out. Hey, we actually got one. A Psy Beetle brain. This is a relatively undamaged brain of a Psy Beetle. 1 out of the experience points, you can study up to 3 of them. Holy crap, and a second one. Wow, that's so rare to get 2 from, like, the same group of Psy Beetles. Again, I've killed every single Psy Beetle in Underrail and didn't get all 3 Psy Beetle brains from them. We still might not, but that's promising. At the very least, we got 2 early on. Oh, hello. Do we have... I don't think we have agility... Do we have agility 8? We do, because of our outfit. Let's see what's over here. Ooh, a red dream mushroom. Normally, you really have to fight to get red dream mushrooms. You begin to learn that wherever there's red dream mushrooms, there are crawlers waiting around. We have rocks down here as well. That's interesting. We'll have to come back here when we have some dynamite. We get another trilobite fossil. These, by the way, these little areas, I have noticed when I was playing through the game multiple times, like early on, during one of these other patches and doing my Depot A runs, that you tend to find more Oddie items in them. So if you are playing Oddie mode, these are really super nice, a nice gesture for Stig to have added into the game, because they give you those early on Oddie experience point items that you really need to keep pace with classic mode. You're a mole cricket. I'm not even worried about you. You can run up to me. I don't have to shoot you. I can carve you up and take your saliva. There's another one of you here. There's all sorts of insects living together. What would your parents say? What would your parents say? Is that it? All right, that's it. All right, so we have a reason to come back here later on, assuming I remember to do that. So let's go ahead and head back to Big Brett. We'll let him know about Newton and what... Oh, hold on. We have more rubble here. I was about to pass by this. An Obsidian Chard. It's a shard of volcanic glass. 1 more Oddie point. Yeah, these were a very nice addition for Oddie mode players. If we were playing Classic, it would have been worth it, obviously. But we would have gotten significantly... So we earned 4 points of Oddie experience points in that area, which is roughly almost half a level for us, right? It's 10. We earned 4 points. Yeah, 40% of a level from that one little room. That would have given us much less in Classic, just killing a handful of young Azdarai and a few mole crickets. The Oddie point items in Classic are worth some points, like some normal experience points, but nowhere near how much the equivalent is in Oddie mode. Go on, cave hoppers, get out of here. No one likes you. Actually, lots of people like you. I guess. You're good for eating. Brett likes you. He wants more. He wants more cave hoppers. Do we see a passage forward here? We do not. Sometimes you can find, like, secret rock bridges and what have you. I thought maybe we could get lucky and find one there. I don't think I've ever found one there, but who knows. I tend not to play high perception characters all that much. I like melee characters a lot more than ranged characters in the game. For no other reason than I like it. I like running around with like a spear or a sledgehammer or a dagger and stabbing everything or smashing everything. Now there's another oddie item down here, but it's going to be tough for us to get. I think we'll make the attempt, but this could go really south really quickly. Let's save the game before we make this attempt. There is fishing in the game, in case you guys did not know that. And there's a special fishing quest that you can get in Junkyard, where upon completing it, you will earn a feat such that none of the fish that you are attempting to fish up, when they bite your hook, you will always be 100% successful at reeling them in. It's a really nice quest reward, but it can be a real pain in the butt to complete it. So here's where things get very dangerous. Okay, so we've got a young Azdarai. Let's throw the flare. That didn't quite go where I wanted it. Let's move away. I think it's just you. Be careful that I can stay there. Another mushroom. Take the mushroom. 2, 3 Azdarai. 3, so 1 Azdarai or side beetle will use the what's it called now? The psionic ability where it damages your brain. I forget what it's called. 2 of them will use cryokinesis. 3 of them, and they can use telekinetic punch. 3 of them is when it starts getting extremely dangerous to fight them. And I think we just pulled all 3. So to move there, I need at least, how many action points? I need 34 action points left over. So we only get 1 shot. Oh! That was a fine shot, though. Critical hit for 63 points of damage. Didn't quite end up where I wanted him to end up. We need to keep some distance from them, or we're going to die horrifically. Okay, he didn't do anything. Let's throw a flare to make it easier for us to hit. That didn't quite go where I wanted, but it'll have to do. Darn it! Yes! 1 of them dead. Run across the bridge as fast as you can, Decker. I have to move up to take the shot. I'd rather not do that. Let's keep throwing flares down. And make them chase me. Throwing flares down. Make them chase me. There you are! Aha! Darn it! I don't really want to move up, but I'm gonna take a shot and then run away. Let's run this way. Oh, he had range for that. All right. Oh, another one. Oh. Ooh, good critical. Gotta heal and try to move away. I think we're dead. Oh, maybe not. Okay. They both didn't do it. Oh, that sucks. We're gonna eat 4 cryokinesises here. Or not. Alright, run. We're still chilled. We have another 3 rounds. 3 rounds left. Use the health hypo. We have to shoot and run. Our movement's back. I don't want to zone, but I do want to move over there. That's a lie. I would love the zone. I have to reload. Okay, charge! Darn it! It's dead at the end of its turn. We just have to hope we don't take a crit. Yes! Woo! Woo! Oh, that was close. That was very close. Let's heal. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. We should have healed back by talking to the doc back in the West Southgate Station. But we'll do. It was a celebratory health hypo. That's what everyone's favorite celebratory item is. Well done. I wasn't worried for a second. I was terrified when we took that initial round. Oh my god. But we did it! We did it! Oh, I do have this wasn't on my hotbar. I would have used it early on. How about that? And I even forgot. I said we can do this without using morphine, everyone. Morphine. Who needs morphine when you're as good as me at Underrail? You don't need morphine. There's no reason to reduce the pain when you don't have any. And we did all this for this pile of rubble, which has another trilobite fossil in it. And we also did it because we were hoping for another side beetle brain, but none dropped. I think Brett's quest is worth 2 oddity experience points, though. So that should level us, I think. Cave hoppers! Get out of the way. Awkward cut. I began talking about something that I should not talk about on screen. So we will leave that in the dust. No one wants to hear me talk about politics or the like. Yep. Trying to keep all that nonsense off my channel forever. So, alright, what else can we talk about on the way back? So, I don't think I talked about this. And it's something I should point out about oddity mode. So, I've mentioned a few times that oddity mode and classic, you're gonna struggle to earn the same amount of experience points overall on. This is the wrong way to phrase it. You're gonna struggle to earn the same amount of levels on oddity mode as you do on classic. On classic, when I am ready to do the DLC, I have probably done a good portion of, but not everything there is to do in the Underrail game before the Institute of Chort. Yeah, I think that's fair. And I will tend to be, when I do that, around level 22 or 23 or so. And then after I'm done with the DLC, I will be roughly level 27 or 28 on Classic. And then by the time I'm in the Deep Caverns, I am level 28 or 29. And right before fighting the final boss, I'm level 30. On Oddity, I tend to have done everything there is to do. All the Oddity points I can possibly find, I have found. And I'm right before the Institute. And I'm only level 20, not 23 or 24. And by the time I'm done with the DLC, at that point, I'm level like 27 or so. And even then, that's tough. I also have to explore all the waterways, where have you, or I had to. In fact, I don't think I've beaten the final boss on any of my Oddity characters yet. Mostly because, well, I just like playing the other characters more who weren't in Oddity mode. So this will be the first time I'm going to beat the game with an Oddity character. Okay. Back in Southgate Station. And we were just running out of bullets. I don't have any more standard bullets to reload. I only have a JHP round. So these are really good if you're fighting enemies who are not heavily armored. Those might have been like something great for me to load into my gun after the side beetles had exposed their brains, but not firing at them while they're enclosed. So let's go to the shooting range first. And even though we've been playing for about an hour and a half, I don't think Lucas has recycled or refreshed his inventory yet. Let's take a peek. Lucas, good morning. Oh, you have? Okay. So, and I saw he's buying a crossbow. So let's go and get all the things out of the shelf here. And we'll sell him some stuff. Hello, Lucas. Okay, so what are you buying? What are you buying? So you can go ahead and take my old hawker. I'm never going to use this ever again, but I should take the bullets out of the gun first. When you sell a gun, if there's bullets in it, you don't get any extra money, to my knowledge, for having the bullets in the gun. I guess we can show you really quick. So let's reload this. So this is worth 2006. If I load these bullets in it, and then I try selling it, it's still worth 2006. So you lose the value of any bullets that are in the gun. So if you're going to sell a gun, make sure there's no bullets in it first if you want the money for the bullets, and you want the money for the bullets. So let's sell him our 7.62 we had bought or found earlier, and the 5mm hawker. We'll sell him this crossbow bow part as well. That's all of his cash. Perfect. He'll also buy a shotgun choke. So let's sell him that as well. It's worth a decent amount of cash. Yeah, 1,500 value for 0.2 weight. That is amazing. That's a great value. Or better than even like this pistol, which is 1.7 for 1,201. Yeah, it's better. All right, so I will probably buy some souls now. Tailoring is in the cards for Decker, so it's going to be happening the next few times I'm leveling. So I'm going to start getting ready to make like special boots and what have you. I'm probably going to want 2 repair kits at the very least. We have a little bit of money left over. Is he selling something that's really cheap up here? Wouldn't mind learning pistol, but it's 1,000 value, so we're not going to do that yet. Nah, there's nothing here. Okay, so we should get some bullets then, Tim. Actually, we need bullets. Bullets are super important. So very super important. Yes, I said it that way. Let's go ahead and buy some of these, and we'll take maybe half of these bullets. We'll take 52 of these. Okay, we get half his cash, which is still pretty good. Let's do that trade. And I guess, well, actually, we don't need the 5mm any longer. Let's sell those, and we'll get another 73 bucks. All right, thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and fix our laser sight hammer. Notice how much value this is worth as well. 5,713. That's an amazing amount of money for a level 5 pistol. Maybe amazing is putting too much. It might be. That's a little too good, Tim. It's good. And you know what? While we're here, we actually should get another one of these. We'll reload. All right, next. Let's go ahead and visit the Agneman pens. I don't think these people have recycled their inventories yet, but we'll check. We need to be here anyway to talk to Big Brett. Quentin, hello. I have returned to you. And you have not refreshed your inventory. You're not looking for anything. So I'm going to just, because you don't care if I store anything else, right? No, you do not. Let's go ahead and put the leathers, the mushrooms, all that good stuff. Can go right in here for selling later. Now we'll let Big Brett know that Newton is safe and sound, and we have his cave hoppers. What can I do for you? I've got your hoppers. Excellent work. Here's your payment. So would you like to name them? Aren't we going to eat them eventually? Eventually, yeah. But until then, I need to keep track of them. And it's easier if they're given names. Alright, then. So what's it going to be? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So be it. Oh, and what about Newton? He ran into side beetles and was forced to hide in the abandoned warehouse just west of the Mushroom Cove. He cut his leg a bit, but he'll survive. In fact, Pascal should be patching him up right now. I told him to be careful not to wander off too far. Well, glad he's alright, and thank you for helping him. That is all as far as I'm concerned. You can go back to Tanner. Yes! 2 oddity experience points, 1 for tuning the hoppers, another for finding Newton. And we leveled up again! That's amazing! Before you know it, we'll be level 20 in Depot A. That'll never happen. Alright, so actually it could happen if I was willing to be cheesy, which I was being mysterious about, but I never talked about, and I think, however, we don't have time in this episode. So let me just level up, and that will do it for us. So let's see. So, let me load my level 8 dagger. Okay, so guns and melee get points in them. We put points in dodge and evasion, hacking, lockpicking, pickpocketing, and these go into tailoring. Okay, that's it. I, as a rule, will level up any of the abilities I am using to attack opponents every single time I level. If I am taking dodge and evasion, I will at the very least level evasion every single time that I level as well. So there might be an exception, maybe 1 or 2 levels I'll skip it, but I almost always level that one. Dodge, sometimes I will leave dodge off at level 90, so I can get a good amount of use out of uncanny dodge. But sometimes I'll level it all the time. It depends upon if I can find the extra 1 stat point to take agility to 8 in order to qualify for the uncanny dodge feat. Then when it comes to everything else, with hacking, I tend to leave that around level like 90 or so, where a Hacksaw 3 would give me a total score of 140, so I can get into every single hackable item. But to my knowledge, lockpicking generally gets left around level 80 or so, where it's the same thing. My high dex characters especially don't need that much lockpicking. Pickpocketing tends to reach level 100, so I can get to an effective level 150. And then all my technologies tend to be leveled to about either 100 or 110, depending upon what level I think I might need to craft some very late game gear. Alright, and now that I've told you the secrets of my leveling, I think we'll stop here. So thank you all for watching, and hopefully I will see everyone in the next one. Take care, everyone.